Today I got quick and easy wall art pieces. You can also use them on your mantle. Hello my darlings, I am C and this is CJ DIY. Wooden round sign from Dollar Tree. I printed out this vintage French clock on a heat transfer paper. And as you can see, I use those papers on some of my projects. And now I'm gonna apply a Liquitex. Liquitex is similar like a Mod Podge, but I like when I do those transfers, I like to use Liquitex. So you can use it on the wooden piece or you can just apply it right away to the transfer sheet like I am doing. Since I'm putting this clock in the middle of my sign, I'm just applying a good amount of Liquitex with a brush and then I'm gonna add it to my sign. Since we need the inverse reflection of our printout sheet, make sure when you print out images on a transfer sheets like this, you will need to have the sheet on a mirror image, if that makes sense. So now when I had all the Liquitex covering my print, I am just adding it in the middle of my sign, just like so, and I'm going smoothly. Make sure that there is no bubbles. I even use my decoupage roller going around that, and I'm gonna leave this sheet transfer overnight. In the meantime, I'm just adding those large half wooden beads around so we can add some extra embellishment to my vintage sign. Super quick and easy, but very high-end look. So first I'm going just to see how they're gonna look, and then at the end I just added a wood glue and let it stay overnight. And here it is the next day. I'm just removing. Look how easy it is. And look at this beautiful transfer. If you haven't watched those when I was doing during my other videos, here is a repeat. Now, I love this natural color, but I wanted to give more detail to it. So I'm adding this ocean blue wood stain color, and with a wipe, I'm just going over. I even go over on top of my transfer because it's like a liquid clear stain. So you can still see the image on it, and I'm just covering it all. And we're gonna have a nice, beautiful French country look. You can even put all those parts and make it a clock, but I just want to leave it like it is, just the perfect vintage style. Today I am so happy that I'm a part of Summer Look of the Hook that is hosted by myself, my darling Christine from DIY Craftaholic, and my darling Jackie from Crafting in Mimi's World. We are hosting these fun challenges every other month, and this time we have a theme of a summer, so anybody can create whatever they feel like it, any theme, and I cannot wait to watch the playlist. And all their links of Jackie and Christine channels are in my description box, along with the playlist with so many talented creators, and also the playlist is pinned in my comments. So please, 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 after you're done watching my video, show lots of love and support to all these beautiful channels, because there is so many talented creators with lots of home inspirations for you. And of course, it's all free. You can give that love and support just for subscribing and liking and sharing. For the next creation, I'm gonna make some decoupage. I'm using one of those wooden planks, and you can find those in every crafting store such as Joann's, Michael's, Hobby Lobby, and they're always on clearance, so you can grab a couple of them whenever you go. I'm gonna be using this beautiful tissue with this lady. She reminds me of Cinderella, and it's just a perfect summer vintage theme. And I think it's gonna look just perfect for my colors today and my theme scheme. So I'm just adding a Mod Podge, and we're gonna decoupage this amazing sheet on it. And as you can see, I'm just using one line of a layer of a Mod Podge. I make sure it's not that heavy so I don't have any bubbles, because if you add a large amount of Mod Podge, expect that you're gonna have a lot of bubbles. So to avoid the bubbles, I would suggest just a simple layer of a Mod Podge and just adding your sheet on top and slowly with the fingers going around that. And you can add those decoupage rollers as well, and it's gonna be a perfection. If you're a beginner crafter, this is such a easy tutorial for you to try and decoupage some of the pieces that you like, and anybody can do it. Even 5-year-old kid can do this. Super quick and easy. As long as you have your Mod Podge, you have your sheet, you can even add some napkins, whatever you got in your house, and make a beautiful art piece out of it, and it's gonna look like you bought it from some high-end boutique gorgeous place. And usually my decoupage sheets I purchase from My Victorian Heart, or I got them from Zazzle. Whenever I see them, I grab them. You can even find some tissues from Dollar Tree. I mean, there is such a variety of designs and decorations, and of course everybody have a different taste. Doesn't need to be like all these vintage French. I'm so much into that vintage French cottage look, and this one is just perfect for my taste. Let me know what do you think and if you like it. And now it's a time for a huge shout out to my creators, my creator family here on YouTube. And I think the creators community here on YouTube is one of the best community. And you gotta agree with me, right? If you agree with me that the creators are the best on YouTube, just give me a heart emoji, because each and every one of us are like a family. We support each other, love each other, and we are getting along and getting theme for you guys to have lots of inspirations for your home decor, lots of positive vibes, and we are considering as a huge family together with all of you, my darlings. Anyway, thank you all so much for the amazing comments and so much unconditional love and support to each and every one of us. Now back to my project. After I decoupage all of my sheet, to seal it, I'm adding a good layer of a Mod Podge. I also add the sheet around the frame this time. So I cover the whole sheet around the wooden frame and on top and on the side, as you can see. Now when it's all done, to remove the extra extensions, I just use a lighter and slowly, this is not recommended for children, only adults can do this, and I'm just getting rid of the extra paper extensions from my decoupage art piece. And I'm also sanding out the ends so it's all nice and smooth, and this art is done. Let me know, what do you think? I am in love with this. I'm in love with these colors and this beautiful dress, and how this beautiful princess is running to her prince, right? It must be one of my daughters. She's looking for her charming prince. You know, I always have some story in my head, so this picture is just beautiful. That's all I can say. Another decoupage art using this sheet. Also, I purchased this from Zazzle. This time I'm gonna cut it off with water brush, and I'm just going around the corners, and I'm using water with the brush just to get rid of the extra pieces that I don't need. Doesn't need to be perfect because we're gonna get rid of those extensions with the lighter again, but this time I just want to use front page of the wooden piece. I don't want to cover the frame. For the frame, we're going to use a different effect this time. Now my sheet is ready to be decoupaged. I'm using the same process like I used for the previous art piece. Just decoupage and adding the sheet slowly and make sure there is no bubbles and it's going nice and smoothly. I love this beautiful tissue with a navy background and the vintage letters, 1899 Hardin calendar, and with these beautiful florals. Is just the perfect summer or everyday decor that we can add in our house and have a beautiful decorative art piece. Now when the decoupage is done, I am using the lighter the same way as I use for my decoupage sheets and going, and this is the easiest way, and with that there is some vintage effect on the edges. And I'm gonna sand out those edges as well with the sander. Make sure it's all nice and smooth. For the frames for this sign, I'm gonna be adding the wood stain so we can have a nice navy dark ocean look, and it's gonna match just perfect with that navy background that this piece have, and it's gonna be perfect, I believe. And for my last sign today, I am just grabbing this chalkboard sign that I got in my stash, and I'm gonna add this stencil from A Makers. I have this over a year, but I never had a chance to do anything with it, and I think it's just a beautiful detail for summer and for beautiful outdoor weather. And now I'm just grabbing a chalk paint. I got this paint from Lowe's for only $2. These are on clearance next to their paints. You can always find beautiful paints there for less prices, different colors. I always check those because they're such a good quality and you can only pay a couple of dollars for them and use them on your creations. Now that the whole stencil is covered with the paint, I am removing it, and look at this beautiful transfer. I love this ivory color on that chalkboard sign. It's just perfect. There is a little bit of bleed through on the corners, but not a problem. You can get rid of that with a wipe or with my fingers as I'm using it. It's easy removable. And I think it's such a perfect sign for this beautiful weather. What do you think? And here is Fiki, of course. Whenever I do voiceover, he's always here to interrupt me, looking for his treats. For the edges, with my corner brush, I'm just adding a stitching line just to give that little bit detail to it and more beautiful look. Super easy, just using a perfect brush to make those stitching lines, and this DIY is done. You gotta let me know, what do you think? I hope today I gave you super easy tutorials for a beautiful art pieces that you can make very low on a budget and make your house boutique gorgeous. And I hope I gave you tons of inspirations. And here is an idea how you can create and decorate your vignette, adding this beautiful sign and adding a cute vintage vase with the floral and this beautiful bike. I got that bike from Michael's for only $1 or something, but just a little embellishment and detail. And I think I made a good job. Let me know, what do you think? Don't forget to check out the amazing playlist, amazing Christine and Jackie, and all those beautiful creators. And until next time, my darlings, I'm sending you lots of love, lots of music, positive energy from me to you. Bye bye.